Is this the end of the pandemic in Poland? Stay tuned to find out more.
Welcome to
What's Up Poland?
the daily video show
Where
we talk about
news,
views,
culture,
history,
life.
everything Poland.
Yeah, this is the story that on the 15th of May 2021, obviously the pandemic hasn't ended yet, but Polish authorities have said that we no longer have to wear face masks in public. Now, of course, this is not only... What are you doing, Paddy?
I'm
You're
just
waving around. Are you so happy about this? What's
I'm
going on?
so happy, dude. Those masks were driving me absolutely mad, and I've yet to
Well,
see a conclusive study saying that they made a blind bit of difference.
I mean, like, you'll still have to wear face masks in, let's say, on public transport and in certain situations. But generally, we won't have to wear them while walking down the street, which, will, of course, will come to relief of many, especially myself. I can't stand wearing
Oh
masks, face
man, those
masks.
masks.
And it's just been like, it's been kind of like the symbol of the pandemic. You even see kind of like cars driving around Poland, like with kind of face masks hanging from the rear view mirrors, you know, because it used to be like CDs or the Wunderbaum kind of like air fresheners.
Air fresheners.
Air fresheners. And now it's like everyone's got like,
Mask.
everyone's got the mask, kind of single use mask hanging from their rear view mirrors. And I'm so glad to be able to see the back of them. I mean, of course, as I said at the top of the program, I mean, like not in all situations. Certainly, like, you know, when you go to kind of schools or shops or culture venues, you'll still have to wear the masks. And in general, like, you know, social distancing still is in force. So like 1.5 meters. And if you get any closer, you have to put on a mask. But like, you know, just for walking down the street and like, you know, not think that you're going to have to get this massive fine just because you're not wearing a mask, even though there's no one around, is actually going to come as a relief for many. I mean, like, Monica, how have you managed to get through this pandemic, especially with the mask wearing antics?
I don't go out very often, so I don't have
Just
to
so
wear
you
a
don't have to wear a
mask.
mask? Okay.
Not because of it, but I generally just work from home. But I do agree that sometimes just walking on a deserted street, it's frustrating that we have to, up until now, and up until the 15th, we had to wear a mask. So I do look forward to having that sigh of relief, but I'm interested to see how other people will react because I don't know if you noticed this, but in some even parks where you're not, so you don't have to, it's not mandatory to wear a mask. People still wear masks in parks and they look at you strange if you're not wearing it. So it's almost like this kind of group pressure to wear them. So yeah, I guess we'll see step by step loosening these restrictions. But personally, I still have a little bit of social anxiety. Just I don't know. I'm a little nervous still, even though I have my
Yeah.
first dose of the vaccine. I'm still, you hear about the new strains, and I'm not sure yet.
How
I'm
about you, Patty?
hesitant.
How about you, Patty? I mean, like, are you ready to forget the mask?
I am ready to strip off, John, whether it's
Yeah.
legal or not, to bear my all. I'm thoroughly fed up with the masks. I don't think they made a huge amount of difference. I'm not going near anyone anyway at the best of times. I try to keep my distance, or rather, I get the impression that people try to keep their distance from me because of my fearsome reputation and
I wonder why.
yeah, I walk around like not British bulldog, more sort of you know, and so they tend to keep a wide berth. Like I say, you read different articles and opinions on it. There were a lot of other countries where wearing face masks wasn't obligatory. For example, I guess I should mention the mothership, John, for us, although we're both Polish, but the UK. So I was shocked throughout this whole period to see people in the UK put outdoor pictures of them not wearing a mask, and it, well, how you guys are all doing stuff outdoors, but it just wasn't a thing. And there doesn't seem to be any conclusive proof that it ever was a thing. But as Monica's just so brilliantly and adeptly pointed out, there's definite social pressure. Everyone's looking at you, thinking, "Oh, okay." So I've stuck to the rules. I've had the mask stuck to my face, but with great reluctance. And I have to admit that I think, John, I think this is something that only you and I can talk about. Monica may not be able to empathize with, but the beard does seem to make the mask slip up under. You know,
Well, I mean, like, I've
Is
always
that your
had a very...
excuse, Patty?
that's my impression, at least, because I feel
Is that why men have it under their nose because it's slipping?
well,
I can
men
like
score more
sit like
highly
this, man.
on lack of respect for authority. We can do a little
Oh
test
yeah,
now.
you wear it like that, yeah.
The beard makes it come down.
Oh,
No,
look! I got it! I got it!
this is
There we go.
there we go.
There we go.
That's much better.
That's
went-
full on pandemic. What's up, Poland style. I'm gonna
John,
have to
your
highlight that
image
now.
has improved quite significantly now that half your face is missing, and that's the other thing, which is of course the amount of emotional communication that goes on, the amount of cues that you can't see from the
You
other
can't see
person.
exactly. The body language has gone out the window. One thing I did want to say before we wrap up this episode is that, like, I don't know whether you guys have seen this, but like, obviously, because of the pandemic, we've all been at home. We've been watching a lot of Netflix and a lot of like, video streaming, and basically like kind of staying at home. Have you noticed that every time you watch a series and like there are lots of people in a crowded space and none of them are wearing masks, you're going like, hang on, you're not allowed to do that. Like, why aren't you all in masks? And it's like
Absolutely.
it's amazing to like see that after a year of this COVID-19 pandemic, we're just now so used to kind of having to wear these masks, whether you love them or hate them. It's that, that's beside the point. But like how like the social norms have changed as well, and that like you watch obviously a kind of a fictional program or a series which was obviously well, not necessarily filmed before the pandemic, but before all this happened, and like people don't even think about it, and then suddenly you watch a kind of like I've been watching a kind of UK criminal series at the moment. It's really, really cool. And then like you get a scene in a pub and you got like 50 people crammed around the bar, and it's like, hold on, you're not allowed to do that.
Where's the plastic
Like,
shield?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
yeah, exactly. Where's the plastic shoe? Why isn't anyone
So
wearing a
weird.
mask? It is really weird, right?
John, are there any other things changing on May the 15th, our Freedom Day?
I think, as far as I remember, Paddy, I did this actually in my podcast, The Debrief. A nice little plug there, cross
Here we
promo.
go again.
Yeah, but you can
Plugs his
always
own
check that
material.
out. Not the latest episode, but like an episode from the
John, do
beginning
you
of May.
mean
You'll
that
see.
Poland's #1 English language podcast, The Debrief,
Yeah,
available on
it
all
is. It's
major
Poland's
streaming
number one
platforms?
English language podcast, The Debrief, where we really delve into what's happening in Poland, and we get some really cool people. We get some really cool people on the show, actually. But anyway, yes, indeed, at the palm of your hand, all you got to do is click and listen. Yes. But yeah, what I wanted to say is that on the 15th, and what you're asking about, so-called Freedom Day, the restaurants will be opening as well, right? That we'll be able to sit outside, we'll be able to
Outside,
order a
yeah.
coffee and something to eat, and
My
actually.
birthday's on the 16th, so
Oh, just in
it's gonna
time,
be
just in
fun.
time, Monica. So yeah, like my mates, we have a little WhatsApp group here in Warsaw, and like everyone's already saying like, okay, so what are we doing on May the 15th? Are we going to go out and like get a bite to eat, have something to drink? And I think a lot of people are just waiting, just hankering after
Yeah.
after so long being cooped up, to go outside, sit down in a restaurant or a cafe, and just basically let it all hang out. Well, that maybe not such a good idea, but like kind of let it all relax. Just relax a little bit. Paddy, you're not
Within
convinced.
no, within the
I
realms of
kind of,
good
I
taste.
think I might have used the wrong metaphor there, but whatever.
I'm just,
You know
I'm
what I
just
mean.
somewhat perturbed that I don't have an invite to Monica's party on the 16th of May. I can
I
only
haven't
assume
planned anything yet, to be fair.
there won't be a dry eye in the house if Paddy's not invited, and there certainly won't be a dry bar in the city.
That's true.
So I'm assuming that you'd be hard pressed to get a table. But I will remind you, Monica, that I did invite you to my birthday party in June.
I remember that's the last time I saw you, Patty.
Duly noted. I think we've come to a conclusion there,
Okay,
John.
guys, you don't have to do this on the show, right? You can take your beef and like call each other after the episode, which we're now ending. So of course you can check out more about the pandemic and the face masks by clicking on the link below this video. Of course, subscribe to more from us here at Paddy.
What's up, Poland?
There you go.